Right, there are small misconceptions I want to clear about contemporary buildings. You see this building here? This is a contemporary building. This is the building I'll be using as a sample to talk to us about some of the lies or misconceptions we have about contemporary buildings. So many people like contemporary buildings, but you know my Igbo brothers don't like contemporary. Not all of them like contemporary building. You see that hip roof? They will have to see their roof from outside. That's an Igbo man. And many people are embracing contemporary buildings because can't you see? Just look at it. Just look at the aesthetics. Just look at the forms. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Some of the misconceptions we have about contemporary buildings are one, that is cheap to build. Is a very big misconception. One, it depends on the kind of contemporary you are building. It is not cheap to build totally. It's not cheap to build because some people will just go for it because instead of them spending 100 million, they want to spend 30 million. This one is cheaper. See, let me correct something. For you to get your roof, that roof you are looking at, that they tell you instead of spending 10 million on roofing, now you will spend 3 or 4 million. The 6 million you will save from that roof construction will still go to another thing. See, if you want to avoid leakages in your roofing, if you want to avoid coming back to do your roof again, there are so many things that you have to consider. One is using asbestos roofing sheet. Asbestos roofing sheet is not aluminum roofing sheet. It's kind of a different material for roofing that is stronger than aluminum, but it's very costly. It's very costly. So many people don't use it. So many people, because it has an expiring date, they will give you guarantee of 50 years, some will not last up to 50 years. They will give you guarantee of 80 years, some will not last up to 80 years. But it's very strong, stronger than aluminum. But if you're going to use aluminum, you know that you're going to go for gauge 0.55. Gauge 0.55. You have to do your drainage. The places where the slanting, the roof is going to slant, the slope is going to be slant, the slope is going to be a very slopey one that will allow water to go into the drainage. And your drainage, you are going to do it well. Have enough dots or points that will discharge the water from the roof down to your well or to anything that is discharging your water. If these things are not done, it will leak. And the places where the water is being collected will have to be tied. You have a whole lot of work is going to go in there so that dampness will not from there enter your house. So you have to use water seal, you have to use ties, you have to use coal tar. Some people use coal tar to do that particular place. So if you don't do it well, you will spend, and all these things, even apart from doing it well, all these things, it will cost you money. You understand? There are so many structural aesthetics to contemporary buildings. A lot of structural aesthetics. Some beams are hanging 3 meters away from the building. Some are hanging 2.5. Some are hanging 1 meter away. There are so many hanging beams for aesthetics in that building. So for you to be able to achieve those things, you have to have the money to employ on all these things. So it's not going to be like an easy task if you decide to build contemporary. There are so many things that are inside forms. Like in normal contemporary buildings, some people used to have 2 kitchens. Some will have cinema rooms. Some have gym rooms, which you can also have in the other type of building, normal building, that is the hip type of roof buildings. But contemporary have a special. If you don't do it well, it will look old. It will not look modern, unless you just want to do it, save cost and just parking. But if you are going to do it and do it very well, there are so many things you have to consider. You have to consider your AC piping. You have to consider your automations, because most of the contemporary structures are coming with automations that controls both the doors, the window blinds, everything, both your kitchen, your music and everything, both your lightning. If your contemporary is not having some of these features, okay, let me leave that one. The lighting alone. So some of these contemporary structures are not, if you have been sold that idea that is very cheap to build, if you have to do it the right way, it's not totally cheap. So like these ones I'm showing you now, this contemporary I'm showing you now is a structure that is ongoing. I'm not the owner I'm not the person that is doing this work, but I know someone that is doing this work, a friend of mine, and they already done this work. And this project, for you to get this project to a finishing level, you have to be spending nothing less than 180 million to 170 million to finish it. 180 to 170. You know, one of the things that happens, especially in Lagos, when they want to build contemporary buildings for public consumption, is that they build it anyhow. If you go to Lagos to buy some of the structures they are building, you will regret why you are buying those structures, because they are not doing it well. They are just doing it for business. But you know, when you want to do some things, if you are the person that have taste and you want to do things for yourself, you have some people, when they are doing their building, they import some of them doors, they import some of their ties and other things. But apart from that, if you are importing, it will be way more higher. But apart from that, if you right source your quality materials in Nigeria, you should be spending around 170 to 180 million to finishing of that project. But if it's in Lagos, you know that it's going to be much higher, because in Lagos you are using pile or raft foundation, and that pile or raft foundation is going to cost you way much than it's going to cost on normal ground. So in Lagos, you know that things are going to be quite more expensive than in the southeast, because I'm in the southeast. So I'm giving you this estimate based on a solid ground, a land that is level, a table land, a land that does not require pile or raft foundation or underground beam. So if you are planning to build this house and you're planning to finish it to a good test, like I said, your AC pipings, your automations, your good lightnings, everything are concerning this building. If you want to do it well, you should be planning around 170 to 180 million for you to be able to do it. I know there are a lot of people that want to do it and they are taking it gradually. For you to furnish, let's say you want to build this house and you want to build and furnish it, you won't spend more than 240 to 250 million. If your grade is quite lower, you spend less than 200 million to build and achieve this house I'm talking about. So if you think it's too costly, no problem, you can employ anyone else that can do it for you at 100 million. But one of the things I promise is that there are buildings that you don't joke with. There are buildings and structures you don't embark on if you are not planning very well to spend on that kind of building. If you don't have any reason to embark in this kind of project where you will be spending up to 200 million, kindly embark on projects you spend 100 million. There are projects you can spend 100 million and you're packing. There are ones you can spend 70 million, 80 million and you're packing. And there are other projects that you can spend lesser and you're packing. But you see, contemporary, if you want to do it very well, if you want to if you want to enjoy what it gives, you have to spend money on it. 180, 170 million to get it right. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you need this drawing, please, my number will be in the description box. Shout me up.